Insecurities. Everyone in the world has them, and when I say everyone, I truly mean everyone. Even all your favorite good-looking celebrities have a few things about themselves they dislike. For a huge part of my growing years, I thought I was the ugliest thing to ever walk this planet. Every time I looked in the mirror, I despised what looked back at me. Every time I had to edit a video, I cringed and cringed at the sound of my own voice. All I wanted to do was mute the audio as a whole, but I knew I had to be able to hear myself, so I know that it sounds better in the post-production. Every time a friend of mine would even utter a nice comment on my looks, I thanked them out loud, but doubted in my head. They're lying, I thought. They're just trying to be nice, I thought. They feel bad for you, I thought. All my life I heard beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I never really understood the saying. I heard it in shows, movies, friends, and strangers, but I never felt the need to look into it. Since I'm 17 now, I can understand it fully. Beauty is subjective. Beauty is not up to anyone's standard but yours. We all decide what we think is beautiful and what we think is ugly. We can say that the internet brainwashes us to think we're not good looking, but at the end of the day, we allow ourselves to believe it. We don't even try to challenge it. I can say my self-hatred was a lot worse because I have bad OCD, so whenever I thought so ill of myself, I thought about it all day every day. And it gets mentally exhausting and really sad. Beauty starts within you before you're able to see it outside of you. I learned that the hard way. After my trip to the grippy sock place, I was finally able to learn what was different about me and how to live with it. And with that came more and more epiphanies. Here's my experience. I always had moments when I thought I looked nice or I thought I was truly built different, but it was always temporary. But one day, I was on the school bus home. I was a few weeks in on medicine and therapy, and I was listening to music. I spent time thinking hard to because I usually remember what I'm listening to, but I really couldn't remember that at the time. It was a hot day, so I wasn't wearing my mask on the bus as I should, but for some reason, I got this urge to look at my reflection in the bus mirror. I looked and observed, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't hate what was looking at me. As a matter of fact, I smiled. I smiled hard and I couldn't stop. I truly loved what was looking back at me. I don't mean to sound self-centered or cocky, but I really do believe I look handsome. And I think you look handsome too. Right after I had this small moment of self-confidence, when I say immediately, I mean I immediately texted the group chat with my father and my mother and told them that I found my self-confidence. They were really happy for me, proud. And I felt like that was one of those small milestones in life that you just don't forget. And I'm really happy that I was able to immediately tell my parents about it. I'm happy that I was able to share such an important accomplishment to me with them, and they truly understood, and they were happy for me too because they knew I had low self-esteem issues. Now, my experience is different from others, and I know it may look like it just happened out of nowhere, but it did take some time and it did take some mental self-talk. But in this world, when we go through mental challenges, one of the first things we convince ourselves is that we're alone. That isn't true. It never will be true. Every person you've ever seen in your life dislikes something about themselves or maybe hate themselves entirely. They walk around and function because they're used to self-hate. They don't see a purpose in trying to change it. Self-love doesn't just come out of nowhere. It takes time for you to appreciate the things that make you different and stop comparing yourself to others. Because at the end of the day, you have something that no one else has, and that's your own unique soul and personality. I want you to go to a mirror and tell that beautiful person looking back at you, you're beautiful. Try to do it every day if you can. Eventually, you'll see what you've been missing out on. I, J Miles. No. I, Jerron. I'm here to tell you that I'm not ugly. You're not ugly. No one